Chances are, if you owned a Super Nintendo and loved role-playing games, then you've played Chrono Trigger, considered one of the best role-playing games of all time. But wait, did you know Chrono Cross was not the first sequel to Chrono Trigger? The second game in the Chrono Trigger series was called Radical Dreamers, and was not released in the US, nor was it released as a cartridge in Japan. Radical Dreamers was only available through a satellite modem add-on for the Super Nintendo called the Satellaview. As such, Radical Dreamers was only available through download. If you really want to understand how it worked, here's a picture someone designed for Wikipedia. And now, onto the game. First off, do not have any expectations for this game. It is unlike any game you have ever played before on the Super Nintendo. Plus, there is almost no connection to Chrono Trigger other than Magil, who is apparently Magus from Chrono Trigger. However, if you listen to the music throughout the game, you will notice its similarity to Chrono Trigger. Apparently, the plot of this game contradicts with Chrono Cross, but since I have never played Chrono Cross, I cannot tell you the details. When you first begin playing, you'll notice the really slow fade in and fade out times, as if it's a hidden load screen. Once you get past some of the slow-moving text, the game really is fun to play. There is only one ending to the game, but like Chrono Trigger, once you beat it, you can restart the game again. In order to get the new endings, different options are unlocked within the game, such as now having the ability to sleep and bypass the entire backstory at the beginning, and reading different books in the library which now unlock different scenes.
Hey kid, do you love the excitement of reading a book?
Yeah.
Do you love the relaxation of playing a video game?
Hell yeah.
Would you like to read a video game?
Huh?
How about play a book?
I don't understand.
You'll notice right away this game is like a choose-your-own-adventure book. This is in no way an action game or a role-playing game. So if you like games like Grand Theft Auto, you're probably not going to like this game. Even if this game were available in a cartridge form, it's fairly obvious that it would have not been marketed to American audiences. I'm showing you the first section of the game until the first choice, just to show you how much text you have to go through before you get to make your own decisions. This girl is a casual gamer, and her opinions will reflect the average gamer. My one gripe with this game is the text speed and the repetition. If you suddenly realize you have to go back to a room that's 2 floors above you, and then you also have to cross 3 rooms to do it, you will have to listen to all the text that you have previously heard before you can progress to the room you want to go to. Would it have really been too much trouble to provide a map, and then you could just click the room you want to travel to, and then you could just bypass all the text? Also, why couldn't the text have only shown up once, and then every time you go there, nothing? Just put, "You are back in the atrium," and that's all I need to know. Alright, let's go back to the beginning and see if we've reached the first option yet. Now, it's only 2.5 minutes till your first option, but some players just can't wait that long. And for those that are really impatient, there's always this button. If you are not a patient person, this game is definitely not for you.
You're reading a story.
If you've been paying attention to the backstory text, you are Serge or Sergey. You are madly in love with Kid. Kid is a thief. She has a protector named Magil who follows her around everywhere. Magil is a powerful magician, but that's all you know about him. Let's check back in with our casual gamer.
So this is not a video game. It's a story.
Finally, we've arrived at our first battle. There are only 2 things you need to worry about at a battle. 1, which is the best option to kill them without sustaining much damage to yourself, and 2, what can I do to impress Kit? Now, if you attack, that ups your relationship points with Kid because it shows you're decisive. However, if you choose defend, your relationship points will go down. And God help you if you run, that's just asking to get hit. There are no numbers for your hit points. To figure out how much energy you have left, you must read how your character reacts after the battle. For instance, here he says nothing too serious happened, which means you're almost at full health. And even after this battle, there's another opportunity to win relationship points with Kid. Just say you don't need any rest and she'll look up to you. However, if you say you need a minute of rest, she'll just say you're a whiny baby. So what did our casual gamer think of this experience?
I was all excited to play a video game, not to read a story.
Is it that exciting?
The only reason I'm playing is because you're filming me. I would have given up a long time ago.
Now, in Chrono Trigger, you always had the option to run away from villains and actually see them on the screen. In Radical Dreamers, every monster is a random encounter, just like every role-playing game at the time. Also, in Chrono Trigger, you had the ability to fight, defend, use magic, use items, or even combine your special abilities with other characters. In Radical Dreamers, your options depend on which villain you encounter. What you need to do for this monster is just attack, and then he bursts into flames without explanation. What's odd about this game is that sometimes there are places where it won't let you die. Take this trap room for example. To demonstrate, I'm going to do the stupidest thing possible, trying to stop a spiked ceiling with my bare hands. And doing something that stupid still gives me enough time to bash through the door and get out in time. Another example is the trap room in the atrium. Water filled with piranhas floods the entire room. And what do I try to do? I try to attack the damn piranhas. And you know what? I get hit and the water keeps rising, so I attack another piranha. Regaining my sanity, I attempt to run to the door furthest away. However, even trying to escape is almost pointless, because it says the water is too thick for me to go very far. I am then given the same 3 options I have had since I entered this room. Alright, let's try to run away again. I try unsuccessfully to wade through the water to the next room, getting bit by piranhas each time. The only thing that you can do is go back the way you came, and you automatically get through all the infested waters on the first try. Now, aside from the traps, there are also puzzles, such as the Mouth of Truth. You have to figure out what you can put inside the mouth. You are given an option to put one of 8 objects that Kid is carrying in her pockets into the Mouth of Truth. Unfortunately, none of these will work. You have to find the items somewhere in the castle. Plus, using some of Kid's items make her pissed at you. A final puzzle involves breaking through a barrier by walking a few steps to the left or right. But in order to know exactly how many steps to take, you have to search the castle for the clue. Now, the game is fairly normal and serious, but once you beat the game and given the options to start over again, you can unlock some pretty messed up endings. These endings range from Magus finding his long-lost love and to a giant robot smackdown. This is over an hour of game time combined into 1 minute at 10 times the speed. Kid chases a golden ladybug through the field. You chase after her. Suddenly she's surprised by a sunflower that looks like a Frenchman. He makes fun of her small breast size. She gets angry and starts chopping him into bits. You ask Michael what the sunflower is. He has no idea what to do, just sits and gazes out the stars as he tries to remember. Then he goes, "Oh, wait, you shouldn't cut the flower." All of a sudden, it's too late because Kid had destroyed so many flowers, their bodies are everywhere. An earthquake shatters the land and draws Kid in. She re-emerges as this giant 60-foot creature full of destruction. Michael says the only thing that can destroy her is love. Love will bring her back to normal, and possibly the only way to do that is to run up to her and kiss her. However, trying to get close to her, you almost get killed, so you run away. You run into some ogres who have a giant particle cannon that are trying to kill her. You try to plead with them, but they say, "Oh wait, you're the thief. We don't want to help you. Too bad. She's gonna die." They try to kill her. You think she's dead. She's not dead. She comes back to life and lights everybody. You run away and God, this is getting confusing. She causes a giant crater to explode. You think she's dead again. Magic gives you the ability to fly, so you can get in close and kiss. Then you have one of 2 options. You can choose be too afraid to kiss her and stab her, and then trap her soul in a crystal, or you can kiss her, in which you save her and bring her back to normal. But she's so fed up that you saw her naked and kissed her that she just hits you a few times. So there's no reward for saving her life and the lives of the others that she would have killed. Everything returns to normal, and you go off on another fun-filled adventure. Despite its slow movement, I recommend that everybody try this game at least once. However, based on the style of this game, it will only attract a certain audience. The translation for the game was done by a group called Demoforce, and you can find the translation patch at Zopher.net and RPGclassics.com.